Hello everyone, it's Alec from Titan and welcome back to our channel. I am here with our first personal break of the evening to have a Kaldheim Draft Booster Box and also a pre-release kit here to check on out for James and from Ohio. So thank you so much, James, for letting me open these two on up for you. Hope to find you some awesome magic cards to add to your collection. Now, James is hoping to get a Finn so that I can sign that card for him. So hopefully we'll find a nice Finn here, and I'm very excited to go ahead and get on into these boxes. We checked out some Core Set 2021 on the channel recently. Of course, a ton of Time Spiral Remastered, and even some Commander Legends, but I'm excited to go ahead and check out a draft booster of Kaldheim. Definitely has been some time. I was looking through the thumbnails, and I realized that one of the last personal breaks of Kaldheim I did, I was actually wearing this shirt as well, so that was very interesting. But let's go ahead and get onto these two. Bye. Snapping us into the corner, and let's get started. I'm going to start off with the pre-release kit. Also, I'm opening up on this brand new, absolutely gorgeous Ashiok playmat from Ultra Pro. I actually just did an unboxing earlier tonight. Go ahead and link that video up there in the top right-hand corner. But let's go ahead and get on into our pre-release kit here for James. Let's see if we can get some awesome stuff. Now, of course, Strixhaven, the next standard expansion, is right around the corner. Almost literally comes out in like 2 weeks. It's ridiculous. But yes, April 23rd is when Strixhaven is releasing. So that should be very exciting. I'm really liking the, artistic design and also just the set design for that release. So that is, I'm highly anticipating that. It's an exciting release for me. But we have a black die here with the Kaldheim set symbol. For our promo, do have a pathway, Darkboar pathway, and Slitherboar pathway. Let's go ahead and take out these packs, close that on up, not to spoil James's arena code. Here we go. Let's get started. Pack number 1. Yeah, James has been waiting quite some time for his personal break. We were pretty clogged up last week with Upper Deck Series 2 hockey. I know a lot of people are actually waiting on more hockey to go on the website. I'll be adding those boxes tomorrow. I was considering doing it on Friday, and then I was like, let's just take a breather from hockey for a little bit. I love the product, but I know some of you guys were getting tired of seeing only hockey on the channel for a few days. So I'll be listing more hockey. But yeah, James has been waiting for his personal break for almost about a week. So I hope, James, that you really enjoyed the video and that it was worth the wait. Let's look for a Finn here. We have Turgid, God of Fright. Turgid's Lantern on the back. And we have a foil Brine Barrow Intruder. For some reason, I feel like we've seen a couple pre-release kits here where the token in the back is upside down. Not sure why that happens, but it's very interesting. Also, in-store for in-store stuff. Now, we're not fully open for events. The past couple weeks, he's actually been running very, very small Monday Night Modern, trying to get that back. I believe next month, so in May, we'll be bringing back our Thursday Night Commander. So when I have more information for you guys on that, I will go ahead and post it on the website. Right now on the website, it shows that all events are postponed. In our Magic Facebook group, the link is on the page somewhere too. Website's in the description, by the way. We have like a sign up. It's like on Facebook. You gotta sign up, reserve your spot, limited spots for the Monday Night Modern. But that's just a bunch of extrapolating, extraneous exposition. I don't know what word I was looking for there. I'm tired. Anyways, that was a lot of info for just background context. Hey, Coma, very nice mythic here. Speaking of, Coma's coil tokens are like $5. It's nuts for a token. Anyways, we set up 2 new mini fridges and a snack table. It was great. Bossman and I worked on that earlier today. So that was very fun. I got to set up, put together 2 refrigerators, 2 little mini fridges. We like putting candy bars in the fridge so they're nice and cold. Got some more drinks. So that was fun. Set up the 2 fridges. We have Agar, the Freezing Flame showcase. And Tyvar Kel mythic. Hey, 2 mythics in this kit. Very nice. Burb token. But yeah, so Titan has 2 new mini fridges with drinks again. Because I had taken the old fridge that we used to have, old mini fridge, over here because, I need water for when I'm doing streams and whatnot. My little mini cans of Dr. Pepper and whatnot. So the fridge was gone for a while. So a lot of people are like, John, where's the fridge? John is boss man, by the way. So he got not 1, but 2 Battle of Frost and Fire and a bunch of snacks. So that was cool. That was cool. I just talked through this whole pre-release kit. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do a recap here. I was very surprised. We did see 2 mythics here, Coma and Tyvar Kel. Also, just 1 foil Brine Barrow Intruder. And Agar, the Freezing Flame. Let's see if we had any Finns. I think Finn is an uncommon showcase, unless I'm just absolutely confused. But, look at our rares as well. Did have Righteous Valkyrie, Turgid, Cyclone Summoner, and Battle of Frost and Fire. And I am actually really loving the solid color on this playmat. I feel like it's really letting the camera focus on the cards, and of course the giant Ashiok picture. But I'm really liking it. I just held up those rares, and I was like, that looks super crispy. So I really like it. I'm really liking this little bundle set. Very glad that I strung our boss man into having us get some. Let me go ahead and move our pre-release kit pulls on out of the way so we have room for our draft booster. And I'm doing this slightly off camera so that way I don't accidentally reveal that arena code. Each pre-release kit does come with a code for 6 packs on Magic Gathering Arena of the same set. They are one-time use only, so that is why I'm being extra careful. Let's get on into our draft booster. Now when we were moving stuff out of the way, because we used to have full shelving, and then we got rid of some shelves, got some new ones, and then we just like, we don't need this spot right now. It was just kind of like a pit. It was like, for some reason, there were 3 cases of Kaldheim that had all 6 boxes in them. 1 was sealed, 2 were open, but they still had all the boxes in them, so. I found more Kaldheim, end of story. I don't know why Bossman just had a ton of Kaldheim over there in the shop, but I now have a ton of Kaldheim in my second location. So shop renovations, parts, I don't know. We've done a little bit of a shop renovation segment here where we just kept finding random packs. Just random half-empty boxes of like hobby boxes and just open up the packs here. Haven't done one of those in a while. We haven't really found much else. But yeah, still working on getting everything set up. Yes, I mentioned it's been a while, but we just have to get everything looking nice, get some nicer chairs, get some nicer trash cans, and move some stuff. Because you can't have, for WPN premium status, you can't have non-standard stuff on the walls. So, like, we have, like, these really cool, like, little guild posters for Guilds of Ravnica. If you've been around on the channel since when I used to film out of my DIY corner in the shop, you'd see all those, like, guilds banners and, like, random Rivals of Ixalan posters out. You can't have those. You can only have in standard rotation sets. So we gotta do some, like, little housekeeping in the shop. And then we can submit our application. Then we'll be good to go. Watsy is like, we like your shop. That weird chick that runs your channel's cool. So that was cool. That was a cool experience. But it has been a while. We haven't actually gotten to that. But now that we're running events, time for me to annoy Bossman some more about that. Mystic Reflection here for our next rare. And Koma's Faithful Common Foil. It'll be cool. New and improved Titan once we have our grand reopening. We're open for in-store sales and whatnot. Like I said, we're just trying out very, very small Monday Night Modern. Not running like full events. Of course, nothing is sanctioned either. But we're putting our foot in the water, seeing how it goes. We have Darkboard Pathway, yeah, and Slitherboard Pathway. Went from getting a stamped pre-release promo 1 to a borderless. James, if you're watching and you feel like commenting, let me know which one you like better. Pre-release promos are cool, but I just love the borderless pathways. Poison the Cup. We have Furia, Judge of Valor, Showcase. Kolvori, God of Kinship, Showcase Rare. And Bind the Monster Foil. Sarulf's Snarl of Rage shook the world trees, the flavor text on Bind the Monster. Interesting. Never did end up finding the time to read about the storyline for Kaldheim. I remember seeing a little bit in spoilers, but I didn't actually read the story. We have Hengate Pathway and Mistgate Pathway. That's cool. 2 borderless pathways so far in this box for James. No mythics. 1 showcase rare. 2 foils and 2 showcase uncommons. No Koma's Coil tokens yet either. We have Search for Glory. Stalwart Valkyrie. Foil number 3. Furia's Retribution. Showdown of the Skalds. I'm trying to remember to keep an eye out for the tokens, but I'm so used to just right in a pile that sometimes I forget, have to go back and check. Hey, we have a Finn here. Pull him out, very cool. Also, Halvar, God of Battle, is our first mythic. So, looks like a good color would be gold. Green and gold is actually my university colors. So I will go ahead and do that at the end of the video here for James. Did request, like I said. I'm not just ruining it with no permission. I was given the request to go ahead and sign one if we pulled one. Kaya the Inexorable, borderless. We're getting all the borderless cards here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. 2 borderless pathways and 1 mythic planeswalker. I'm liking it. I really do dig the borderless cards. I really enjoyed when they first introduced the extended art with those Ultimate Masters box toppers, which I feel like the having the extended art cards in collector boosters kind of makes those feel not so special anymore. But I thought those were awesome when those were first released. And I'm really liking the borderless ones. I just like full art stuff, especially in like Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Pokemon full art, so I like that Magic has their kind of equivalent of full art as well. We have Sarulf, Realm Eater. We are actually going to be all TCG themed tonight. A couple Magic openings. And then also, our third and final video of the night will be personal break of Weiss Schwartz. No game, no life, crippling fear. That'll be exciting. I've never actually opened up that product. When it came in, I didn't actually get to open any of it. Bossman opened a box just to see what it looked like. Then we had a person actually buy a case. And then a couple people actually pre-ordered a ton of boxes. So we initially had a lot on release, and then it's just kind of sat around for almost 2 years. I'm very excited to go ahead and check that one out next. And then also, if you're not aware, I do have my own personal channel. I'm actually filming a Weiss-themed video for that as well. So I'm going 2-2 split Weiss, Schwartz, and Magic Gathering tonight. Only 2 of the Magic videos are going to be here tonight. And like I said, 1 Weiss on my channel tomorrow. I do film my channel stuff typically on Mondays. So you guys won't be seeing all 4 videos today, but they will exist. But I have been teasing that video for quite some time on my personal channel, showing off my collection of Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, and also JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind, which, if you guys like anime, you probably heard the news. Yes, it's time for Stone Ocean. We have Showdown of the Skalds, JoJo Part 6. I almost said Part 4 for no reason. Jolene! Yeah, Part 6 animated. I didn't give a date, but it confirmed Stone Ocean anime, so that's exciting. And Jolene's still green. I love it. I love it. I've always been on kind of keeping a lookout for Jolene cosplays. I can never find one that I actually like. Usually there's like maybe 1 or 0 on Etsy at any given time. I'm usually not too big of a fan of the ones that are up there, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I will go back to dye my hair green again for a Jolene cosplay. We have Toralf, God of Fury, Showcase Mythic. And all the fancy versions here for James. The box marinated while we were waiting. We need a Valkyrie, we need a Coma here, but we actually got a Coma already, so I don't know. Getting some nice stuff. We have Showcase Mythic, Showcase Rare, 2 borderless rares, and a borderless Mythic. I like that. I like that. Only 3 total Mythics so far in this box, but typically we're seeing upwards of 5 out of Kaldheim. It was in Commander Legends that, like, you have to pray to get 5. You're typically getting 4, and very difficult to get the mythics you're looking for. Priest of the Haunted Edge. Open up a box of Commander Legends the other day for Mako T. And I forgot, it had been some time, I feel like, since I'd opened up Commander Legends, like, on its own. I had done recently Personal Break, Commander Legends, and also Modern Horizons, so they kind of blended together. But I forgot, like, it is. Those boxes are not very forgiving. You're getting, like, 4 mythics, and if you get an etched foil, like, ooh, there's your bonus. Very unforgiving on Commander Legends boxes. Blood on the Snow. And very, very hard to pull the Lotus. Very, very hard. So I also forget that Mana Drain's in that set, because we, like, never see that card out of Commander Legends. I don't know why. You know, Vampiric Tutor and, you know, Scroll Rack, or Demonic Tutor. The Tutor, The Black Tutor and Scroll Rack, we see that one fairly often. Those both fairly often. They're both nice mythics. Sakashima less so. Corridor Doomscourge. Showcase foil. But Lotus and the Mana Drain are very, very tough pulls. Very, very tough pulls. Makes it extra special when you pull one, but... We have Bark Channel Pathway. Pathway collecting here for James. Looks like we're a little over halfway through the draft booster box. Go ahead and pick up the pace here a little bit. Feel like I've been dragging my feet, yapping in your guys' ears. Narfi, Betrayer King. In Search of Greatness. Another foil, Path to the World Tree. But I'm excited for Strixhaven to come out. Excited to see those Mystical Archives cards. Very excited to see the Japanese ones. And I'm curious to see how the prices will be on the Japanese alternate arts. I expect them to be, you know, expensive. But I'd like to collect the set, so I'm kind of like, ooh. Frostpeak Yeti, not Speak. Frostpeak, that makes more sense. I don't know, maybe he's got like snow jutsu, I don't know, maybe he speaks to the frost, I don't know. But that says Frostpeak Yeti. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with my ramblings lately, but I'm working my way through Naruto. Almost finished with Season 2 of Shippuden. Haunting Voyage Mythic. So I'm hustling. I've gotten there very quickly. To be fair, I watch a ton at a time. But Season 1 put me on tilt so bad. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. You guys probably like, Ali, Shippuden's been out for over 13 years. It's not a spoiler. I didn't know. I've never seen Naruto. So, like, Season 1 happened. I was, like, super offended. And I'm like, this character has not passed on because I have seen too many GIFs on Facebook that I have not seen this imagery in. And my friend was like, well, you never know, Al, it could be a flashback. And I was like, I was so tilted. And then I was like, okay. All right, I see what happened here. But I was not having a good time in Shippuden Season 1. Cosmos Elixir. I wasn't a fan of that character when they were first introduced. And then it was like backstory. And I was like, protect this child. Protect. So, anyways, long story short, I'm a mess, but I'm having a good time working my way through Naruto. Now, the new character they introduced in Season 2 of Shippuden, at first I was like, is this filler? I had to check to make sure it wasn't filler. We have 3 seasons foil. I was like, this character's so weird. I don't like him. I still don't really like him. He has a cool jutsu ability, but... I was like, I could have sworn this dude was a filler character. He looks so generic. I'm like, this dude is literally just a ripoff of Gin from Bleach. Like, all he does is smile creepily with his eyes closed. Like, this dude has no personality. I mean, that's the point. But I was like, this is weird. Is this filler? It's not filler. That's a real character. Like, I have never seen this dude on any Naruto merch in my entire life. So that's why I was like, this has to be filler. I don't know who it is. If I've never seen it on, like, a Funko Pop, is it a real character? I don't think so. We have Terragrid foil here. Foil rare. Second foil rare of the box. So I'm curious to see what happens in Season 3. Now, actually, I was looking at the filler list, and I Googled it because I was too lazy to count. We have Tybalt's Trickery. 42% of Shippuden are actually filler episodes. So I don't have 500 to go. I have a little more than, 250. Got about maybe 300 episodes of Shippuden to actually watch. Because I don't know if that counts the ones that are, like, mixed. But I was scrolling through whatever that website that tells you whether an episode is filler or mixed or just manga canon. We have Reflections of Lityara. And I was like, there's a lot of red here. And red is what they use to indicate filler. And yeah, 42% of Shippuden's filler. I'm like, huh. Interesting. Now, I could just watch all of it and not really know until after it's done. That's happened to me with filler before, where I'm like, oh, wait, that has no effect on the story, because that character just disappeared and they never talked to him ever again. But I was, like, trying to hone my filler noticing senses, and I was like, this is filler. No, it's not. That's weird. Dude's weird. I don't like him. Here we go. We're almost finished with this box for James. Sorry, James, if you've never seen Naruto. None of what I just said made sense, if so. But we have God's Hall Guardian. I feel like if you like magic, there's probably a pretty good chance you have like a basic knowledge of Naruto. You probably like anime, and I feel like any person that watches anime has like a basic knowledge of Naruto. Like, I of course knew who Naruto was. Sakura, Sasuke, Kakashi. Actually, that's all I knew about Naruto, but I was like, I've seen that person before. I've seen merchandise of Gaara before. Never seen this other guy, ever. Like I said, Shippuden's been out. I saw a post on Reddit, actually, last week. It was wishing happy 13th anniversary to a particular opening theme song. And I was like, I'm kind of behind on the times. Raven's Warning. Woohoo! We got a borderless foil. I love the foils of borderless cards. I love borderless. Make it shiny. That's even better. Blight Step Pathway. We're pathway collecting here. Seer Step Pathway foil. No Coma, no Valky here. We already have a Coma in this box. I keep forgetting. We're finding a lot of cool stuff here for James. There's so many different things I can title this video. Shop renovations and updates. Allie talks about Naruto. Allie gets offended at Shippuden Season 1. And also pathway collecting, smiley face, and a bunch of exclamation points. There's a lot of title options. I don't know what to go with. Also, very weird. I don't know why, but I can't find, like, Naruto series cosplays on Etsy. Allie rants about cosplay. Bringing it back. Bringing it back. I just can't find. I don't understand. It's like Naruto is so big. How is there nothing listed on Etsy? It doesn't make sense. It's all, like, either cosplay prints or, like, really inappropriate fan art. It doesn't make sense. Like, I just want to find a Tsunade cosplay. I think you guys would like that. That'd be fun. That looks fun. Etsy said, no, we don't have any. I was like, how do you not have any? I have no talent for stuff like that. So, I don't really want to buy one off eBay where it's like a stock photo and it's like economy mail from China. Like, I'm like, rather just like see pictures and like read reviews and stuff. I don't know. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm not using the right keywords, which I don't know how I could not be, but anybody else, let me know in the comments if you had problems finding Naruto cosplay on Etsy. Hey, we have another Kaya. Matching Kayas here. And we are at now 5 mythics. 5. I thought that was for a second, that one. Showcase Mythic and Rare Mythics are separate. We have a total of 5 mythics. Still 2 packs remain. Will we find another? We have Sigrid, God Favored. No Coma tokens either. Maybe they're like also mythic rare. I don't know. Like rare tiered tokens. Also, Allie rants about Commander Legends being unforgiving. Could also be a title. We have Faceless Haven for our last rare of the box. Burb token finishes it on out. So no Coma tokens. Haven't seen any. Open up a collector booster this past weekend, didn't find one. Also open up a pre-release kit, didn't find one. Like I said at the beginning, it's been a while since we've opened up KALDHEIM draft boosters. At least it feels like it has. And honestly, I was looking through thumbnails, I was like, oop, I wore this shirt. I even copied the same thumbnail, because that's what I do, is I copy. I like make whenever the new product comes out for Magic, I put the logo on, you know, in this corner. Do whatever color I'm going to do on the swoosh, and then copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, every time. That's how they all get the uniform, because I'm just using the same template. But so I was like, alright, I'm literally even wearing the same shirt, I'll use this one. But that does it here for this draft booster as well for James. Let me tidy some stuff on up here so we can get into a recap. Also, do need to go ahead and sign that fin. Put that off to the side so I remember. But we did get one showcase foil. Was an uncommon Carter Doomscourge. Also had a mythic showcase, Toralf, God of Fury. And a mythic rare, Kolvori, God of Kinship. Also had a borderless mythic, Kaya the Inexorable. And 3 regular mythics, Halvar, I almost said Halvar Hunting Voyage. Halvar, God of Battle, Hunting Voyage, and Kaya the Inexorable, number 2. So total of 5 mythics in this box. 4 total borderless cards, including this foil Blight Step Pathway. Seer Step Pathway, as well as non-foil Dark Boar Henge Gate, Slither Boar Mistgate, We also wound up with 2 foil rares as well, Showdown of the Skulls, and that nice, beautiful Turgid, God of Fright. I don't remember if it was actually on a YouTube comment or on an Instagram comment for me, but someone suggested a Turgid cosplay. Like, she does have a really cool outfit, but if someone on Etsy doesn't make it, I have 0 skill to be able to do so myself. So unfortunately, not going to happen. But let's go ahead and take a look at our rares, and I'll end off this video here by autographing that Finn, the Fang Bearer. That's what I thought his name was, but I couldn't remember 100%. I should have double-checked before we started the video, but I was like, ew, just wing it. And then I was like, we're looking for Finn, the Fang Bearer, question mark. So I'm glad we did find one here. I thought there was a showcase version of him as well, but perhaps I'm mistaken. We did find this one. Let me just double-check in case I just, like, shut my brain off. No. Not in the showcase pile. But, actually, I've been on a metallic marker kick. Let me use my metallic gold. Right? Yes, gold metallic. I like my box of Sharpies. I like it, but I have been tending to use, I just feel like they show up better. I don't know why, I'm still getting used to Sharpies I have different autograph photos on my Patreon, and people ask me to sign cards, and I feel like if I use a regular Sharpie, it's like a 50-50 shot. It might blend in too well with the background, whereas when I've been using these metallic ones recently, they really pop. So, 2 James here. Looks like I wrote Joe James. That's a 2 James here. Finn the Fang Bearer. I'm going to give where it says fangs, teeth. Whoa. Those are supposed to be fangs. This is a questionable alley doodle here, but thank you very much, James, for letting me open up these boxes for you. The pre-release kit and a regular draft booster. Really hope you enjoyed the openings. Did have some nice pulls, loving all of those borderless cards, mythics, rares, rare foils, and of course also very nice with that coma. No tokens to go with it, but we did get a coma in the pre-release kit. Hope you enjoyed both openings and love all of these new additions to your collection. And all of you guys out there watching, I hope you enjoyed the video too. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. Now, I'm not going to go back and change it, but from those title possibilities I gave you, which one was your favorite? Of course, I know what I'm going to put already, but let me know which one you would have chosen based on what I talked about here in this video. And if you have any other comments for me, of course, leave those down below as well. Before I get on out of here, because as I mentioned, do have one more personal break to get to tonight. Do have to give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you guys, for going above and beyond with your support of the channel. Really, truly do appreciate it. Do have 6 Black Label fans, and in Bounty Hunter Breaks, Epicenter Gaming, Sean F., Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. Also do have 9 Gem Mint fans, Alberto M., Anthony Basileo, Chris Rivers, D. Von, Dusty Archuleta, Geriatric Geek, Jake Ryan OC, Joe Howe, and Michael C. Thank you so much to all of our channel members. Appreciate each and every one of you. And all members do have their names shown on screen at the end of every video. But that one does it for me here in Magic tonight. Do have that Weiss Schwartz No Game No Life box coming up next. So if you're curious to check that out, whether you've never heard of Weiss before, just want to see what it is, or you're a big fan of No Game No Life, make sure to stay tuned. That is coming up next. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe. Hope to catch you in the next video. Bye!